Oh, shit. I am so sorry. Thank you, One Crazy Mama. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been over there raw dogging muted for... How long have I been reading now? 20 minutes! Thank you. Thank you, baby. Ah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, Crazy Mama, for being my wing woman on that. Good looking out, girl. Alrighty. And I love that you're on both TikTok and Twitch, so. Oh, man. Alrighty. What do we need to know collectively in love about our relationships? We've been dealing with people that are immature, and we are sitting in our beautiful embodiments. 9 of Wands. It's time to put down burdens that are not yours to carry. Okay? It is time. 9 of Wands, those are passions, burdens. Put them down. If they're not yours, or even if they are yours, if they are no longer for you, let them go. Okay, so, yes, all right. All right. Also on my Ko-Fi page, I have journal prompts. I have moon manifestations, inner child healings. There's a chakra clear on there. So if you are feeling stuck, stagnant, there's a chakra clear on there with some exercises. The Hermit. Okay, so this is 9. The Hermit. 9 is always about completion. So we are going within Hermit Virgo energy. It's that self-healing. Put those burdens down and then do some self-healing and self-exploration. Once you put the burdens down, explore how much room you have to expand, and also just expand in the freedom. So Hermit is dropping it and going within to realize, like, what have I been needing? What have I not been listening to? Okay. Oh, well, that's embarrassing that my sound was out on the other platform for 20 minutes. All right, the Emperor, Aries energy. You are take charge. You are taking back your own life after you go within. Alrighty. Okay. All right. We have not a tarot card, but we do have death. So endings, deep Scorpio energy, Mars. Who has the heavy Mars placements in here? Because I feel Aries and Scorpio and Mars. That's war. What are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? In 5 years, that thing that you've gone to war for, will it matter? If not, then don't give it more than 5 minutes of your time right now, especially when you need all the energy you can. The Fool. So more Aries energy. I came to the realization that the Fool and Emperor are both Aries. So if you look at the Fool, and we all know that person that they're like carefree, they have no, like they are rodeo dancing in front of a bull with a red flag, and you're like, what are you doing? They're like, I'm just having fun. So that Fool is not knowing what the dangers are, but being willing to play and go out. The Emperor, so this is like the more mature, we have realized that what we want, we achieve. So Fool is, I'm just playing. Emperor is, I've played, I know what I want, I'm going to build my freaking empire. Very take charge. And the Hermit. Okay. All right. Let us flip through again, see what else we need collectively. So, energy-wise for relationships, it feels like we need to go within first to heal ourselves. We've gone through 3 of Swords, that betrayal, that heartbreak. This is mind games. And typically, it's like too many cooks in the kitchen are ruining the sauce. So in your relationship, I don't want you to include your mama, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your friends, because when you're talking to your friends about your relationship, if they don't want you to succeed, and I did have this with one of my friends. They're like, yeah, like my friend was always this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, your friend was jealous of you and he was waiting to steal your girlfriend, and then he did, and they ran off together. And I love the update on it, because he's like, yeah, my best friend and my ex-girlfriend were cheating on each other, and now they're getting evicted from their home and XYZ. And I was like, yeah. First off, like, sometimes your friends are jealous. They want to be you, so they will tank your relationship or give you bad advice so that then they can swoop up and steal your thing. Okay? So Three of Swords is knowing, like, not everybody gets to sit at your table. Not everybody is happy for your relationship. And, yeah. Watch friends, because they'll stab you if they want your thing. I realized this with a friend who... we've been friends for 33 years, and towards the end of our friendship, she had sent me a card, and the way she worded it, and I was like, she never liked me. 33 years, she was always jealous, and always, like, I was like, and why, though? I mean, she benefited off of being my wife. You don't even know how many men she got to date, because there was no way I was going to date them. And they hung around because they wanted a chance, and they ended up dating her. And I'm like, don't be mad at me, man. Do your own thing. Anyway, okay, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups. All right, love that. Knight of Pentacles, you've been financially working on your pentacles. Or you could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, Knight of Pentacles... hold on 1 second. I don't want that. I do need to do this real quick, sir. Okay. Sorry, I was getting a ETA on something. I'm like, well, my phone needs attention. We might as well get an ET on something. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Two Cups. You've been building those finances slowly, and Two of Cups, you're bringing in your happiness, your wish fulfillment with another person. This is like, you've done the work. Okay, the biggest thing I'm going to tell you guys, and not the biggest, but one of the imperative things, clean up your circle. If that person around you does not seem like they truly are for you, leave them be. And I don't care how long you've known them, how long you've been friends, like, clean up your circle. If they're not helping you grow, or if you're around them and you feel sick, that's not your person. That's, if you're around someone and you feel sick, like stomach ache, anything like that, headaches, nausea, anxiety, that's not your person. That's your body trying to scream at you. You ever notice, like, when you are going to visit, like, if you have a bad relationship with your parents, it's like you're going to visit your parents, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, it's that whole, your body will tell you. Yeah. All right. Oh, man. Let us see. Collectively, what we mean. I realize, Liana. So, the other part, and I've gone through that too. I've lost 90 pounds since going through all of my journey. And that came from, like, longing. Yeah. So, that does happen. And I get it. And honestly, though, right now, what I need you to do is not worry about being with him. You need to nourish you, baby. So, feel your feelings. And breathe, rest, drink water, meditate. Feel your shit, every bit of it. And then let it go. Let it go. Okay? You'll get through it. I promise. Okay. Page of Pentacles. So, Page of Pentacles, we've been dealing with someone This feels like a younger earth sign. This Page of Pentacles is younger earth sign. But they've been doing all the wrong things. Like, the vibe with this currently is like they've been out living a really big life, like a champagne lifestyle on a beer budget. So they've been out front and they've been showing flashy, yet it's all coming down to a crash. All right, Ace of Swords, or no, Three of Swords, and then we have the Magician and Four of Wands. Okay, so I do see happiness, stability. Four of Wands for me is always union, happiness, stability. You're going to build your foundation. It comes with the Magician, though. And we think of the Magician, it's the master manifester or alchemization. And what you are doing is taking that ordinary thing and tying it together to make magic. Think of like a sauce. You know how you're like, oh, well, the sauce has basic ingredients, but it's how you add your own flair to it that makes it delicious. So with Four of Wands and the Magician, you are trying to create your own stability. And it literally is taking something basic and making it your own with all of the elements you have available. It is, you have everything you need within you. The answer was always within you, not without. That's like, and this is one of the journeys I've had for a long time. Like, this is one of the lessons on the journey. It's like when we get distressed, and I know we all seek outside validation. Like, we want people to pay attention. We want to have X, Y, Z. But it's like, no, the actual truth is that instead of seeking others' validation, it's going within and validating yourself. Your feelings are real. You don't need that man to tell you that how you feel is real. They are. You don't need your mother to validate your heartbreak. That heartbreak is real and no one's going to understand it. So, Magician, you are taking your pain and turning it into purpose. Ayana, I challenge you, my little love, to write a letter. Like, write a letter. Just take in, what I would do is get pen, paper, set a timer if you want, put on some music, and just pour your heart out in a letter. And then you can throw it away, you can keep it, you can put it in a box. So if you want a healing advice, like, write letters to that person that you miss and just put them in a box or throw them away or burn them or whatever. But write your love letters. Write your heart out to that person. You're not going to send it. It's just for you, but there's catharsis. Because when you take and you write out your feelings, right? It goes from just being trapped in your body, in your head, to physical manifestation. Like, if you do not realize that's how manifestation works, we have a thought and we put it to paper and then we make it happen in real life. So taking your feelings and channeling them onto paper, you are manifesting your own healing. Get out of your head, put it down, release it. Release it. I mean, I'm maybe not always the best, but I'm like hardcore. Like, I cut people off super fast. So like, for me personally, especially the last few days, I've been cutting out some like heavy personalities from the past, like real old heavy personalities from the past. And it feels freaking liberating. It's like, I didn't do it years ago, but now at this point, because it's that whole, I will give people so much grace, but once I am not able to find any form of redemption in you, chopping block. And some people reach that really fast and some people don't. So it's like, I will give people redemption until there is absolutely nothing. I'm like, you are not capable of change. You are not doing your work. You are not any XYZ. It takes time to get there. Ayana, I've been nauseous, throwing up, that's been over 3 years because of separation sickness with my person. Like I say, I've lost 90 pounds because of all of that. And at the same time, I didn't lose anything by losing that man. Like, I lost heartache. I lost pain. I lost tears by losing that man. Now, like, we were together a really long time, and I can't even tell you how many nights I cried over him. And since I left him almost 2 years ago, it's almost 2 years since I've been fully separated from him, I stopped crying myself to sleep at night. And I spent at least 15 years with him crying myself to sleep at night, and I don't even know how many years before that crying myself to sleep at night. So there comes a great release when you say, like, this is not worth my time. You need to start looking at the people in your life, and if they're trying to get you to react, be like, this person, this thing is not worth my time. They are not worth my reaction, because when I needed them, like, here is this. When you're having a hard time, please notice who helps you, because it's really easy for people to be around when you have money and you're having a good time and you're happy, but when you're at your hardest, notice who checks you. I mean, like, if you, because, like, for me, I used to always be the one that would call. I would always be the one to reach out, check, even on friends, coworkers, everything. And when I hit my hardest and I couldn't reach out to people, I noticed how my phone stayed silent for years. For years. I had my niece say that the other day, because my niece has been doing a lot of dirty things with my family behind my back. And she's like, I love you, and you're still my auntie, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, we are not kin. I saw how you group together with the people that I love the most and work to take me down, and then did not step back to contact me, to check on me, to see how I was doing. She's like, well, you know, I miss you. Okay, but my phone's been silent for 4 years. You don't miss me. You miss using me. You miss the benefits you get off of me. Otherwise, you would have called me when I was at my hardest and I needed assistance. These are always the people that tell everyone else they're concerned about you but can never pick up the phone. Leave those people behind, okay? And I know maybe that was just kind of a weird, long little rant. I'm sure that there's a message in there, and I hope if it's for you, you resonate. When we talk about our stories, that allows others to be able to say, hey, I resonate. Or, hey, here's my story, XYZ. So as we use our vocal chakra, our throat chakra, I'm going to drop this really quick too. So 3D is being stuck in the lower dimensional realms of constraints, fear, anger, depression. As we open up into our heart chakra, which is the fourth, because the third chakra is the solar plexus. So it's all the lower three chakras. That's root, sacral, solar. That's like how we connect with the earth. That's how we identify. That's how we are conditioned to socially interact romantically and sexually. So as you start healing those lower chakras and you move through your heart, you will start speaking your truth, which 5D, your perfect reality, is from doing all of those lower chakra healing, going through your heart, and finally speaking what you want, need, love, and desire. Hopefully all of that made any kind of sense. Anyway, okay, Four of Pentacles. We've been clutching. We have been in that lack mindset. So it's time to actually start moving out of that mentality. Let us see what else we may need energetically, information-wise. Okay, I didn't even see it. It's in seen here this whole freaking time. White buffalo calf woman. If anyone knows about the indigenous culture and their prophecies, the white buffalo calf woman is coming back within the next year. She'll be back next year. The prophecy is being fulfilled. I love that it came. Okay, so white buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. My heart is a compass. The path of true love is abundance. Once you speak your truth, you start getting that love. All right? Here is another side note I'm going to mention for everyone. If you're trying to do big, new, scary things, do not expect your people, your family, your friends, your community to support you. There's this saying, and it hit a few weeks ago, and it really resonated, is that you can't be a prophet in your hometown, okay? You got to get out, because those people around you, they don't want you to speak on what was happening to you. They don't want you to be anything because they didn't get to be anything. So you have to be willing to shake outside of your own comfort zone and find your people. Because like I say, here's what I found time and time and time again, and I'm kind of an old chick. When your people don't support you, God will send you your community. So, and maybe that was one of the hardest parts, like starting a business. It's not your family, your friends that will support you. It's complete strangers. All right. The lovers, Gemini, soulmate, other half, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, King of Cups on the scene, and Strength, Leo energy. You've been put in financial situations in your soulmate energy. You need some great strength, my love. You can get through it. Strength is taming that lion, stepping into your full royalty. Okay. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time speaking. Okay, so this morning I was woken up. I had a migraine yesterday. I was woken up really early, which the dude was sexy, and I hate mornings. The dude was sexy, but then he had like a huge tattoo on his hand, which I'm not against tattooing, but this was a sign that this tattoo sign, I was just like, why are you so sexy, but you're a Mason? That automatically disqualifies you. Anywho, I was trying to talk to him though, and I was like, I couldn't formulate a sentence. I couldn't get my words out, and I was like, I don't know if it's the dudes like scrambling me, or if get matches. The dude was like scrambling my brain, or if it was because I had a migraine yesterday and I took some heavy medication for that. I haven't taken migraine medicine in probably almost a year, but I had to take it, so I was like all tongue-tied. Okay, Paradise, let's get in. Let's get in. We'll get out of that and let's get into this. Let's see collectively, energy-wise, what we need to know. Let me put those guys away. All right, for the collective, what do we need to know for our highest good about love, life, and everything going on? The Grim Reaper. Okay, and stabbed in the back. Yes. Anyone that's been stabbing you, their end is here. Twin flames in reverse, and girl talk in reverse. All right, guys. If you ever identify with twin flames and girl talk, so there's a lot of jealousy that goes around it. People want to be twin flames, but they don't understand how hard it is. And society intentionally keeps you apart. So they know how powerful you are together. So this is gossiping. This is your closest circle, your friends, the people that you thought loved you, and they held you down. They were putting your relationship in peril, gossiping behind your back. Because they wanted it for themselves. And that's a no thank you. Their end is here. You cannot steal anything that is not for anyone else. Like, I think this is funny too, right? Like, women will, like, try to steal that man. Like, let's talk about other women energy. They'll, like, steal that man. It's like, you didn't win anything by stealing someone else's husband. You tried to gain success off of someone else, another woman's tears. Like, she built that family. She built that man. She built that house. And for me, it was like, you did all that work, but that man was a monster. You went to all this great trouble to take this away from me, but you didn't win a prize. Like, you just... So women that try to steal other people's mans, it's like, yeah, you aren't going to win that prize that you think you are. Plus, if he cheated with you, he's going to cheat on you. keys on a ring, coffin, and soulmates. Yes, so there's options, but they are ending, and that's because whoever has been around us in our circle has been working against us. They had so many options, and all those roads are coming to an end. No mas. All right, my loves. All right. Karmic relationship. And karmics are here to teach you lessons. You're there to teach karmic lessons. Everybody's karmic. It's how do you heal and grow and expand. This is no longer using the excuse of, oh, well, that was how I was taught, or that's just how I am. If you truly want better, you need to change yourself. That change starts, like, think of Michael Jackson, the man in the mirror. If you want to see the change, you must be it yourself first. I look at this with my kid dynamics. I was like, if I want my children to be good leaders, I have to provide the example for them. So karmic relationships is about saying, like, hey, I know that this is how it was done the old way, but I choose me. I choose healing, and I choose growth. It's getting away from those patterns, and so saying that person's fucked up, being like, what in me chose that person? What in me felt ignored that needed attention? Because once you heal that part in you, you won't attract the same people. It's like, I hate using this term, but like daddy issues, right? Once you heal those, because we date people like our parents for so many reasons. We date people like our parents, because we are meant to become the adult that our inner child would have felt safe with. So your whole goal on all of this is to heal and provide safe space for your inner child, that child at 5 that didn't get protection. You do it now. You remind her that she's loved, or he is loved. Okay. Second off, we choose partners that are like our parents because we feel like we would be able to do a better job at protecting ourselves from that parent. So we choose partners like our parents because we want to prove our parents wrong, that they, didn't know what they're talking about, or that you can do it better. So stop doing that. Heal that inner baby, because they deserve to be loved fully, appropriately. You don't deserve to be breadcrumbed. You don't deserve to be ghosted. You deserve a love that's sure about you, but you have to become sure about you first. All right, my love? All right, let's see. Energetically, what is it that we need? I'm Lara Jo, SirenSong Lover. To book a service with me, that can be done through ko-fi.com, which is ko-fi.com/SirenSong Lover. Should you wish to donate to my business, please, it's greatly needed. That can also be done through Cash App, which is SirenSong Lover, capital S with Siren, capital S with Song, capital L with Lover. I do Reiki, sound therapy, inner child healing. We do a lot. We get messy, we get dirty. I'm not only an intuitive tarot reader, we actually do the inner child stuff. We make transformation in our lives. I have a client recently who, he came to me, he did not believe in tarot, he was just looking for answers. He came to me, he paid for a service. I sat down, first off, I made him a believer. Second off, like I say, he was a skeptic, he did not believe in all this, he went out on a limb, and it had great results for him, because he went from when we met to just losing his job to moving across the country to where he wanted to be, getting the job that he wanted, for better pay. And like I say, he came to me skeptic, and because of the results of like my advice, it was like, okay, this is what you need to do. And he's a King of Cups, he's a Scorpio, he's so stubborn, and I love it, because I was with a Scorpio for a very long time. Like Scorpios, I have a thing for Scorpios, and I love pushing Scorpios to like their maximum growth. So this dude, like I say, he came to me, and I'm like, oh man, I know you are so tough. And I told him what to do, and he did it. Even though he didn't want to, he grumbled, and he had success. So, get out of your comfort zone, babies. Expand yourself, grow. Fear is on the other side of that footstep forward, baby. Like, not fear, success is on the other side of that footstep forward. Keep pushing. Anyone else? I'm just going to ask. Anyone else have this thing where you do something, you have no idea why, and then you realize like down the road, you're like, that weird thing I did that I had no idea, it actually set me up for success today. So keep doing that thing intuitively, keep planting those seeds, growing where you can, knowing that you are setting yourself up for success years down the road. My example of that, I had gotten a tattoo, and the night before the tattoo, I had a quote come to me from a TV show. And my poor tattoo artist, God love her, like, I was like, hey, and this isn't the first time, I was like, hey, can you add this into the tattoo? And I didn't understand at the time. This was a quote from Outlander. And then 2 years later, it came true. And I was like, I didn't know, but I knew. So follow that nudge in you. When you do that thing that you're like, I have no idea what this means or why I'm doing it, it's setting you up for success down the road. Trust yourself. You trust yourself. If you trust no one else, trust yourself. You have gotten yourself through 100% of your hardest days when no one else was there and when you didn't think that you could. Okay? Acknowledge how far you've come, please. You have gotten through it 100% of your hardest days. And if you look back, I know like this happened for me. I recently had it happen where I had an anniversary, like a trauma anniversary come up. And when that day happened a year ago, it was like, I didn't know how I would make it. Like I was devastated, like heartbroken. Like I just didn't want to go on. And then when I hit the anniversary this year, and I was like, I didn't think I would make it, but here I am a year later, and how much has changed? How much have I grown? So I know it's painful, I know it hurts. You can scream, you can cuss, you can cry, you can pause. Do not ever stop loving yourself and investing in yourself and pushing yourself. Like I say, you've made it through 100% of your hardest days. Congrats, baby. Loss, grief, pain, endings, new jobs, new places. You've made it through it all. So why do you let the opinions of someone who doesn't know you or doesn't like you tear you down? You like you. You've got you. I love you. Great job. Great job. Okay. Let's get out of sappiness. Okay. Palm tree, axe, chaser, love, and healthy choices. Palm tree is always, if you look at palm trees, they withstand hurricanes. So it's being able to flex and go and not be so rigid. Make healthy choices. Love you. Stop chasing. Stop wasting your energy. Here's the thing with chasing, guys. Even think about with your dog. Like, that dog's always going to think it's a game. He's always going to run faster than you. Like, let him run his run. And if he's meant to come back, he'll come back. I had a dude, he wanted to be chased. And I was like, I don't chase my dog. I don't chase my kids. I don't chase my ex. If they're meant to come back, they will. But if you're a dude and you want me to chase you, like, I do not have the time, the energy, the effort. You will always think it's a game, and you will always be 10 steps ahead of me. I'd rather not waste my effort on someone that doesn't want to be here. So chasers, let them run. They're not for you. Let them go find someone else. Like, I mean, if you want to be catty about it, my mom always told me I donate my toys to the less fortunate. So if that man wants to run, he can be some other woman's treasure, which he's not, but whatever. And that's okay. It is okay, my love. All right. All right. If you guys can hit the like button if it's resonating, please do. I greatly need it. Appreciate it. Send the love out. Engagement. If things are resonating, please comment what resonates so that I know that you're getting the information that you need, so that collectively, you know, we're getting the information we need. Grim Reaper, there's endings coming. Okay? Grim Reaper, don't fear the Reaper. More cowbell, Cupid's arrow. Grim Reaper, you have to have endings so you can bring in love. Let it go. Okay? So love can find you. So don't be crying over no one's dusty ass sunglasses. They're lurking. I wear my sunglasses at night. They're lurking. It doesn't matter. Let them lurk. They can't do shit to stop you. Promise. They can slow you down. They can make you angry. They can't actually stop you. They're not that powerful. Like, whoever that is that's wanting to halt your progress, they're not God. They probably don't even believe in God. That's actually, let's talk about that irony. I had an ex who definitely don't believe in God, doesn't believe in soul contracts, doesn't believe in the divine, nothing, right? He's just out there wilding out, acting like a bad man. But he's in my life, and in his professional life, he plays God, which is definitely not a good role for the public safety, because he's in public safety and he likes to play God. If you know. That being said, I'm like, you don't even believe in God. How do you think you're going to play God in my life or their life? Like, you are the dumbest mother ever. You don't believe in authority and answering to an authority, higher authority. So how do you feel that you can be a higher authority that people answer to? I mean, I don't know about you guys. I like to submit when it's due. Was that if you lead confidently, I will. What is the stupid question? Or the stupid. If you lead confidently, I will submit nastily. I don't remember how it goes. But yeah, like if you. Women, like as a feminine, I love to submit, but I'm not going to submit for a boy that doesn't know how to lead or is competent. So, men out here being like, she's too tough. Well, she's too tough because she had to be the leader. You couldn't be, and you were the man. Is she too tough, or do you just suck at being a dude? That was one of the things one of the quotes that came across today, and said, weak men create masculine women, and strong men create feminine women. So we need the weak men to step aside and do their remedial work, because I don't know about you, I want to be in my soft girl era forever. This hyper masculinity, it ain't for me. But again, if I have to step up and be the man for you, I have no problem. Been doing it my whole life. Passion, what is driving you? All right. Let me take a sip of this. Let me check my phone real quick. Oh, shit. Okay. Glad I checked that because I missed a text while we were... Okay. Alright. A text I needed. Time-wise. Whew. Okay. Sunglasses ascending. Ouch. I'm just going to get the general vibe off of this spread really quick. Because a lot popped out. I'm not going to read every of them. Running out of time, babies. Alright. Just for today. Not forever, just for today. Duty calls. Alright, chaser, sunglasses, ascending, Cupid's arrow, self-indulgence, coffee cup, date, and love. Alright. As the chaser, you're ascending. You're evolving. You really are realizing that you are worth so much more. This runner, like, they are over there lurking, but they're too busy being cowardly. And if you, like, self-indulgence, it's like they're drinking too much to quiet the pain, quiet the screams of you not being there. Silence sometimes is louder than screams, if you realize, especially for men that lost their family, their woman, their kids. Silence is deafening. Okay. Coffee cup date, wanting to catch up. So I love, there's love all over it, but it's like you decide to cut and run and go on your own way, and Cupid's taking aim. I'm not saying because we just celebrated Valentine's Day. It's like you, yeah. Okay, but Ayana, like, I do want you to think about it, but I want you to think about it in all those ways that you were breadcrumbed. Okay, baby? Like, think about it and, like, I want you to think about it to realize how much you actually deserve. Be like, I didn't deserve to be treated like that. I didn't deserve to be half loved. Like, you are worth everything. Because when they pour in, like, you have to be poured into, right? So I would think about it, but think about it. Oh, shit. Sorry. Hold on. Think about it to release it and be like, okay, well, this is something I'm not going to do again because it's not productive. So, yeah. You choose you, baby. The universe will choose you. That was, okay, so I was really sick yesterday. I was stuck on the couch because I was incapacitated because of migraine. And I was like doom scrolling dating apps. So doom scrolling dating apps. And this guy said something about, he's like, I'm not looking for love. I go, you know what? When you are doing you, you're loving you and investing in you, you won't be looking for love. But love will knock on your door. So the whole answer is not to be out like trying to seek validation from others. It's validating yourself. And then the universe will say, hey baby, look at all that stuff you did. Look how worthy you are. And knock, knock, knock. It'll hit you. So be patient. Do you. Take care of you. Breathe, rest, drink water, meditate. That dude ain't shit. If he ain't there to be with you, and I'm not trying to, like, that's just, let's be honest, that dude ain't shit. If he's not with you, that's a him problem. You need to take care of you. You're more important than him, okay? All right. Okay, this is, you know what, it's annoying that the message is just straight came back. With ascending Cupid's arrow and love. The universe is calling you. Are you listening? Just know though, as you ascend, they can't come with you unless they do the work. Okay? So in order to ascend, you have to realize it's rarefied air. Millionaires, billionaires don't have a whole bunch of people. They don't have everyone around them. They don't have like the groupies. It's literally like they keep their circle small because you can't have mass amounts of money and have a million people be your homie because they will take everything from you. So as you ascend, Cupid's arrow will take aim. And again, the people that are meant to be with you, they'll ascend with you. Other than that, keep going because it's rarefied air up there, baby. Think about it this way. If you have no friends, that's because you're meant to be a millionaire. Like I say, millionaires don't have a ton of friends because all those friends would help them spend their money. So if you're feeling in isolation right now, let's talk it. Let's Delulu just say, I'm in isolation because I'm going to be a millionaire and not everyone can party with me. Okay? Let's just spin that. If you're in isolation, you don't have any friends, that's because you're meant to be a millionaire. Okay? Love it. Positive. So, Bella, my love, we're doing collectives, just kind of collective energy, but let's see what information comes out. So, I'm not meaning to bypass your personal question. It's just collectively we pull what's in the information because there's a bunch of people that are in or come through. So, to do in person, like to do in-depth readings, that's through my website, which is ko-fi.com, SirenSong Lyra. Okay, so if you want to actually do personal readings, Reiki, sound therapy, you want to do the heart healing and heal your body, your mind, your soul, we can do that on a personal level. That's done through Ko-fi. So it's ko-fi.com/SirenSong Lover. We have boat. So in this, I take that we are moving away to safety. We have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. There comes a really hard point where you have to realize you're not always going to get that apology. And you have to move on regardless. Okay? That closure. And when you find closure without the other party not giving you closure intentionally, you are a new level of threat. If you can move on from people without ever hearing sorry, do you realize how powerful that is? Because that's not your burden to carry. That sorry that they owe you, that's not your burden to carry. So move on. Because some people will never, ever apologize. And you have to be okay with knowing that that's it and not holding on to it. Yeah. So Bella, yes, exactly. With your family, you have to know they're never going to move on. Wedding rings. I do see unions here. You're going to move on. There's going to be unions. I'm going to touch on that for a moment. As far as like, I love that you mentioned family, because this was something earlier while I was vacuuming that had come up. When you decide that you're going to choose healing and break generational curses, the people around you aren't going to support you and they're going to be mad. I'll tell you why. A, they're comfortable in discomfort and chaos. They don't want to break their pattern, because if they did, they would do it. B, they like to also blame their ancestors. Well, I'm this way because grandma blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, grandma didn't fix her shit, but you can. And for your kids, you better. So that is the big thing. When we break generational curses, those living, they're mad because they had the opportunity to do what you did, but they weren't brave enough, or they actually really liked that and it benefited them. So with family, you have to choose you, and you have to choose what's healthiest for your future generations. This is the flip side that I don't know if too many people know about, or if too many people talk about, but let's talk about it. When we break our ancestors' generational curses, right? Because we have to honor, like, our grandparents. Like, what the hell did my grandmother sit through and have to endure because she was unable to change her situation? So I was able to do the really big things because my grandma suffered. So as we break generational curses, we're honoring like the path that our grandparents, our family, our parents made for us to be the people that we are. When we break that curse and we close that cycle of toxicity, you're honoring your ancestors. And not only are you honoring your ancestors, you're unlocking them from their pain and their misery and everything that they went through. The other part of that, when you unlock their traumas and release them and say, I'm no longer doing this, you unlock their inheritance that they never got to collect. And that inheritance can be spiritual gifts, it can be financially, it can be any of that. So as we break generational curses, we unlock generational inheritance. And then it's not just releasing our ancestors, it's also ensuring that those that come after us, whether it be our kids, whether it be our nieces, our nephew, anyone that comes after us because you broke your grandparents' curse, they won't suffer because of it. It's a big job, but I promise you, needed and necessary. Okay? Let me check this, baby. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Speaking of generational curses and family patterns, that was touching base with someone who's an ass clown who likes to play around. So, I don't even know. I'm so... That's my stomach growling. Okay, I'm really hungry. It was a weird time for, like, I had a random thought bubble with my intuition and my stomach growled. So I'm like, I don't know if that was me being right on track or just being really hungry. Maybe both. Okay. Oh, man. I'm so glad he is no longer my headache. Because that's really what that is. I got a message regarding someone who likes to cause me pain. I'm like, you know what? Even though it's a temporary... I do not have to live with him. I do not have to lay in his bed. I do not have to allow him to touch my body. So while I'm annoyed, he's someone else's problem. This is just temporary, okay? You can get through anything temporarily. And I know I made that sound really casual because that situation truly isn't casual, but at the same time, what is the point of getting wrapped up around men who are never going to see the light of day or change? That was that part of it the other day. I had it was like a come to Jesus, flip the switch moment. Straight 3 years of hell and just all of a sudden switch. And I'm like, that person has absolutely no redeeming qualities in any way, shape, or form. They're never going to change. And I wrote them off. But when I wrote them off, I took my ancestral protection off of them. Any grace, compassion, any leeway they may have had after realizing like that person's beyond redemption, cut off. And the release actually that came with it energetically was profound. So sometimes it takes years, my friends. Except for when it's time, you literally will flip a switch and be like, I don't know why I spent, like for me, for 3 years. And I've been saying that for 3 years, but I'm like, I don't know why I spent so much freaking time crying over someone who is never worth it. Never worth it. The only reason that he was special was because that was the designation I put on him. That dude ain't shit. So why did I make him to be like everything when he ain't shit? It takes time though, babies. Like I say, 3 years for that flip to switch. So when you're ready, it will. That's probably why I'm also a menace out back on dating apps. Because once that, you're like, oh God, I feel free. Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, like, I've been tired. And I've been, like, it's not like, okay. So, I walked away. I was told, like, I don't want to be with you. Okay, cool. You do not have to tell me twice that you do not want to be with me if you're a dude. I will see my way out. So I left because dude said he didn't want to be with me. So, I mean, he got the house. He got the kids. He took the kids from me, like, brutally, viciously, dirty-handedly. Went on to have his career because he pushed for that. I mean, I was the one that filed for divorce, but it was because he was absolutely freaking miserable, would not change his ways. Like, anywho. But it's one of those, it's like once you're tired, once your heart finally says, there's no saving that. So, like, that dude, I'm like, you could be on fire and I would not piss to put you out. I mean, soulmates. Yeah. It's also, this was a really long relationship. He did a lot of really heinous, horrible things. He took everything and everyone I loved from my whole entire life. Friendships, places, family, my kids, my jobs, everything. So it wasn't like I just lost an ex-husband. It was literally like he wasn't happy that I didn't like his poor treatment and his cheating and his lying and gaslighting and abuse. He decided that he wanted to bring my whole world down from childhood up. And he did. And he got everybody on board with it. So. Okay. Let us see. Do we have anything else here? I'm gonna hop out. My stomach is super. I'm not trying to be gross, but I'm like, there is something going on energetically with our stomach, or my stomach at least. So, all right, talking, anxiety, talking, soulmates. It might be time to hop out pretty soon. Go take care of that before my progeny arrive. Palm tree. So, swaying in the wind, bending, not breaking. Okay. Stay strong. Stay rooted. Stay grounded. Also stay flexible. All right. Which other tech do I want? Okay. We'll go with the This May Hurt, This May Heal deck. I'm going to hop out pretty soon. If you can hit the like button, I greatly appreciate these. We are doing collective reads. If the energy resonates, please show me some love. To book a personal reading, that can be done through Ko-Fi, which is ko-fi.com/SirenSongLover. To donate, that can be done through Ko-Fi or Siren Cash App, which is capital S Siren, capital S Song, capital L Lover. 9 of Swords, we have been in our head. 9's that completion, though. We're done. No more. 9's like, next. So 9 of Swords, you are getting out of your head into your heart, leaving those people alone that make you act out of character. That is the part of it. Don't hang around people that make you act out of character. If you get around someone and all of a sudden you just want to fight, but your natural operating is peace, they gotta go. Not you. They gotta go. So stop hanging around people that are keeping you out, like making you act out of character. So 9 of Swords is we are releasing that mental entrapment. 3 of Swords, you have been dealing, and it came out, this is a repeater from earlier. So I love that the information has come back out. I know that it is collective, and I know that people in here that need the message. So 3 of Swords, you've been dealing with heartbreak, betrayals, third parties. Too many people thinking like your heartache is funny. It's not. And whatever anyone wishes for you is only going to go back to them. If they want you to be homeless, like you may deal with temporary, but if you move with a pure heart, they will experience it. Because you are not allowed to try to manipulate other people's lives and their free will. So 3 of Swords, you had people that were behind the scenes playing games. And it's time. It's too late in the game to deal with backstabbing snakes. And I know this is going to be harsh, but a snitch is human. A rat is always a rat. Keep that in mind. And they will gnaw their own body parts off to save their own foul ass. So a snitch is human. A rat is a rat. Your ex was up in here? Hold on. Why can't I? Okay, so Daria, the only part I can see on it says my ex asked you about the other day if we were going to be back together, and then